and welcome to another episode of the PhazeCast, a very special Cahuengaversary episode. Joe,
No.
It has been 1 year since Gary Cahuenga touched our lives with his weird little ventriloquist hands. And we've got some clips to show you, of our favorite moments with Gary Cahuenga.
What do you mean you have clips to show me? What the fuck are we?
This first one is the classic. Roll the tape, Joe.
Roll the tape, Joe. I don't have a tape. Do you have a tape?
Are you kidding me? What is this? What was this? Gary Cahuenga? That's a man! That's a man! That's another picture of the man! He's a possessed ventriloquist dummy? Locked in a trunk for decades? Is that Prince? Associate of Prince?
What's going on?
Wow, what a moment with Gary Cahuenga.
I don't...
And
is he doing stuff in post?
And who can forget the time that I saw Gary Cahuenga in person? Joe, roll the next clip.
I can't...
Are you kidding me? What is this? What was this? Gary Cahuenga?
It's times like these that remind you just how much...
Where am I?
Just how much Gary Cahuenga means to you, Joe.
No!
Doesn't he mean a lot?
Stop! Please! I can't... He's just a man. I can't do this anymore.
We've got one more clip.
I'm not a Muppet person! I'm not!
Of a time when you said Gary Cahuenga's name.
Please.
Remember that, Joe?
No, please. I'm tired of having...
Oh. Joe, thanks for joining us.
Gary Cahuenga.
And there it is. That's our clip show, everybody. We're moving on to the real episode. Thank you for being with us this past year as Gary Cahuenga has touched all of us in many ways.
Thank you for
and
spending
at different
some
levels.
of your time.
No, it's not over. We're going into the full episode now, Joe. You watched The Mandalorian this week?
Yes, I did. It was so good. It was so good, and you didn't.
I didn't watch
The failure. I need someone to talk about this with. Internet. I did. Because I talked to like 3 of my normal gaming group friends, and they're like, no, we haven't watched it yet. We're still like an episode behind. And I wanted to strangle them. Because if you watch the new episode of Mandalorian, Baby Yoda gets a mech. Come on! Come on! That's so fucking rad! Baby Yoda gets a robot suit. He pressed the button and says yes or no. So he can now communicate while also being in a robot suit. It's fucking rad.
How big is the robot suit?
It's IG-11. They took IG-11 and made him a cockpit. Spoilers, by the way. Sorry.
That then ties into the first scene of the season.
Yeah,
I like that.
They call it IG-12. Yeah, Babu Frick is the one. Not a Babu Frick, but the race.
But his species, yes.
Yeah, his species walked it in. And he was like, no, baby, bye my war. And he like stayed away from Yoda as he got that. Also, just watching little Babu Frick climb down an IG-12 because they did that whole scene. We had, like, what is his title anymore? Kriega, though. The head of,
Carl Weathers.
Yeah, Carl Weathers. Let's just call him Carl. Carl Weathers is just like, look at what we had made for him. And Jin Jarn's like, I don't want him to ride that. He's too young. That's heavy machinery. He's like, well, at least let him see if he fits. And he's like, no, we shouldn't do that. And he like picks up baby Grogu and he puts him in the cockpit. And he's just like, no, he shouldn't be able to do this. And he's like, just let him walk around my office in it like a grandpa, like a complete grandpa. He was just like, no, he should try it out. No, he can play with it in my office, right? It's safe. And then Grogu is running around with the robot, completely using it to like touch things and move things around. And Din's just like, no, get out of there. And then Grogu presses the no button. What do you mean no? No. It's great.
It's funny because, like, that's an interesting dynamic that's going on between them where Din is like an overprotective dad now and clearly doesn't understand the progression of Baby Yoda's species.
Neither do we, to be honest.
Well, neither do we. Well, so I read online just the other day. Somebody pointed out that they're doing that new movie, actually, which we never talked about on the show. They announced those new Star Wars movies.
Yeah, Redemption. Let's go. I want a Redemption.
I want that too, and that's what I was going to mention. Is that the movie with Rey, where she is creating like a new Jedi Academy or whatever?
Yes.
Somebody pointed out that Yoda became a Jedi Master around the age of 100, and that Baby Yoda would be close to that age at that time of that movie. So that
and he's only like 50 or something, so technically, I guess he could be adolescent for another 50 years. We don't know how that, right? Or like,
yeah,
who knows?
I mean, we don't know how quickly it happens, but he could be like a fully functional Yoda by the time that.
I don't
that
think he'll be a
movie
fully
rolls around.
functional Yoda. He'll be like a young Yoda.
Well, yeah, that's
Yoda.
right. I mean,
Teen
that's when Yoda
Yoda.
became a Jedi Master. So you figure like he had
100.
to have some training before that.
So if
Yeah.
he's like 50 right now-ish, right? He's a little over 50. Then by the
I think-
time
I
that
think,
shows
yeah.
up, he'll be like 70 something. So, you know,
I think
Bam.
I think that
but he's not going to do that because he's a Mandalorian. And this
I think
is
that
the way.
tweet that I saw that like was referring to that said that he was going to be around 90, but I don't have
I
a
mean,
way
he's
to
like
confirm
50-ish something, I thought. Either way, like he's not
Let's
going to be a
see.
Jedi. He's a
that.
Mandalorian.
I thought he was around 52.
but he's a
Yeah, right.
Mandalorian.
Well, yeah, but I feel like it would be kind of interesting to see like the same as Luke. I mean, because do you think that they're going to use Mark Hamill for this? Do you think that Mark Hamill would come back?
Well, of course Michael Hamill would come back. He may complain about like how Luke wasn't as badass as he used to be, whatever, glory days and whatnot. But if they asked him, he'd come back to be a Force Ghost for Rey. What we need is Force Ghost Palpatine for that movie. Going like, yes, you should kill them all. Do it. Yeah. I want that. That should be the movie. We should have Palpatine on one shoulder and Luke on the other. And Luke's just like, now you have to be calm when you train them. And Palpatine just like, kick him off the ledge. Kick him off the ledge so they learn. Yeah.
This chair is perfect for my ghost body.
For my ghost body. Yes. Yes.
So I really hope they don't do that. Although Ian McDiarmid just killed it in Rise of Skywalker. He was like one of the best parts of that movie.
Mm-hmm.
He did everything,
even though
could.
he had no reason to be there.
I know, but he
For some
sold
reason.
it. He sold it
Because
it was
he's
one of those things where,
Palpatine is the easiest character to be because he is just evil. There's no redeeming qualities about him. He's a
true.
sinister motherfucker. So it's very easy to play and very fun to play a sinister motherfucker. Let me tell you, when I was running a Star Wars campaign, because I'm a fucking nerd, and I got to be Pappy, and yes, I call him my Pappy, I enjoyed every last minute of it.
he's Rey's pappy now.
I'm your Pappy, Rey.
Rey, I am your pep.
Oh, also, in this episode of Mandalorian, the power of Star Wars revisionism has once again made things make sense, which is wonderful.
Nice.
We find out that the next level of Dark Troopers, they're all housed on. The reason, like, the whole lead up is them going to, like, find the Forge, right? Because they're like, we have to find the Forge, we have to go back and be on Mandalore. And they go to Mandalore, and they're at the Forge, and a bunch of Dark Troopers are there. And all the Dark Troopers are in Beskar armor with jetpacks, acting like evil Mandalorians. And it's led by Moff Gideon, who's also in his own Beskar armor and a helmet, and he's got a cape. He fucking looks rad. And that's like, oh shit. So they have Beskar armor now. The Empire has Beskar armor on certain select troops.
Is that the Praetorian Guard thing that I've been seeing? I've been seeing articles
You mean the
and
Imperial
stuff.
Guard? The red one?
No, the red ones, the Praetorians.
Yeah, the Imperial Guard. No, let's be.
They're
I don't care
well-
I don't care if we've changed the name. They are just the Emperor's Imperial Guard. That is
Yeah,
who
I
they
mean,
are.
okay,
you can't
fair,
just you
fair.
like. So yeah, they show up. Okay, so like basically, spoilers. Sorry, John Favreau Mando, the big boy, right, with the fucking minigun. He like is holding them all off in a fucking awesome fight scene while everyone else leaves because they have to escape after Din Djarin got like captured and taken away. And he's holding them off. His fucking minigun melts off, so he just starts beating the fuck out of people and throwing them away. And he beats all the other Dark Troopers off. And you're like, wow, what's the thing that's gonna fucking kill him? And then 3 Imperial Guards come out in fucking They've got the weapons from Last Jedi.
Skywalker? Oh yeah,
Last Jedi. Yeah, the Last Jedi weapons, and they're the red armor. And that's when I realized, fuck, that means that red armor in the Last Jedi was in fact Beskar.
Yeah, that
means the people can play like, oh, nothing could stop the lightsabers. I'm like, due to the power of Star Wars revision, that shit was Beskar. So yes, it could. Fuck off. And it was awesome.
They're doing a good job with that, and
that's how you do it. That's how you do it when you make
Dave
mistakes. Dave Filoni
and Jon Favreau have it. It's
good.
crazy to me that Jon Favreau was able to beat off all those guys at once.
Oh, it was fucking awesome. It was so cool. He was like, damn, really, and damn. He's like, damn. There you go.
Really cool watching Jon Favreau beat all those men off. So there's, I looked it up. Baby Yoda, you're right, is around 50 years old. That is in
I knew my Star Wars brain.
41 BBY. Rise of Skywalker takes place in 35 BBY, and then it'll be 15 years after that. So you're right.
See,
he'll be.
You're not asking the right questions. Will Rey need help building the Jedi back, and will she go to Ezra Bridger? Is Ezra Bridger alive during this time?
Ooh.
Because I know Ezra Bridger is going to be important in the Ahsoka show. Which, by the way, I now no longer care about Ahsoka, the character. I now no longer care that Hayden Christensen will be back to do some flashbacks, probably. I don't give a shit about that. The Ahsoka show is just Rebels live action to me, and that's what I want.
Yeah.
That's where my heart
lies.
It
is.
I saw Chopper, I saw Hera, Rebels. I saw Sabine. You need to. That little droid, Chopper, that's on the ship's like, oh, look at him. He's so great. His kill count. Do you know his body kill count, sir?
No.
Hold on. I don't want to fuck it up. So he's just a little droid, right?
I know. I have some cursory knowledge of Chopper, yeah.
I want you to... What do you think his kill count would be?
48.
49,997. Chopper is a menace. He's one of the Rebels' best weapons. And he's a fucking psychopath.
What? 49,000? Yes. How did he even find the time?
He has 19 confirmed and direct kills. 49,997. Sorry, it's almost 50. You have to know that it's almost 50. Estimated indirect kills using sabotage, because he's a fucking saboteur who just blows shit up all the time. And 20 estimated kills using explosives. Just pure explosives. This fucking droid goes up, and when you annoy him, he just tases you. Like, he just has a taser. So he just goes, like a full-on taser. Like, that's not like a, ow, ooh, it's like, oh, fuck, I'm being tased. He does this to members of the main cast. He's a fucking menace. And I love him.
I do have some cursory knowledge of the cast of Rebels, so I was excited to see that they're doing
Sabine,
that.
Also a Mandalorian, which means we still have a Mandalorian in the show. Except she's a Mandalorian who loves art and likes to paint her armor different colors. It's fucking rad. It's so cool. And I don't give a shit about Ahsoka. I care about them. I'm sorry, but like, Ahsoka's great, but I've gotten so much stories with Ahsoka. I really have at this point.
And they're going to work her in, though. They're going to work her in.
I mean, it's her show. It's her show. It's called Ahsoka. But I don't...
Yeah, but the Book of Boba Fett was called the Book of Boba Fett.
There was one episode about the Mando.
And then they went a couple episodes... There was just one episode.
Yeah.
I like the Book of Boba Fett a lot.
I did too.
It actually sort of...
Cad Bane showed up, motherfucker. I love Cad Bane. He fucking was Cad Bane.
So everybody loves Boba Fett for his armor. I love Boba Fett. But I've never been a bigger fan of Boba Fett than I had been when I learned more about him. I thought it was so cool to get some kind of like, insight into what makes that guy tick. And I thought it was fitting the way that, he like grew as a person in that show. It was good. I thought it was good. And I went out and bought more Boba Fett stuff. So Disney got me.
That's That's what they do.
I liked it. I thought it was really cool.
I want to see more of the world as a whole when I watch Star Wars, and that's what I get with all these live action shit. It's so fucking good. I wonder if we'll get Rex and Ahsoka. I hope we do. That will fucking send me. It will send me
That would be cool.
like the highest plane possible.
There was
Go on.
there was like, there was that homeless veteran
who looked like, I'm like, oh, that could easily be we could do it. Please let me
we could do it.
Please let it
We
happen.
could do it.
He was on Yavin 4. They also retconned that. That old man.
Yeah.
They made that Rex, and that's the best fucking thing in the world.
They officially did that?
Yes, that's official.
No, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. An old man
What
with
were
a
you
beard,
gonna-
that was just Rex.
I feel like you had a segue brewing. What's going on over there?
I don't even remember about the segue. To be completely honest
Well,
with you. I
let
just
me tell
am
you-
so excited about Star Wars things in general, man.
I'm
love
going to
Star
move
Wars.
entirely away from that. You were talking
Oh.
about white meat chicken earlier.
Yeah.
Some
Eating
good
a lot
old
of
chicken.
Yeah, but
And
I
I
want something different. So
Listen, get a Costco membership. Get
Bro.
the rotisserie chickens.
that's still chicken.
The rotisserie chickens are $5, Joe.
Yeah, I can get a rotisserie chicken at Safeway or Fry's. Not Fry's.
For $5,
King
Joe?
Supers. Usually cheaper.
No, you can't! You're lying to me! The
No.
chickens at King Super are not cheaper than the chickens at Costco. The
I
chickens
got a
at
chicken
Costco...
that was made earlier in the day, and they kept it on the warmer. And at the end of the day, because it's been on the warmer for so long, they put a deal on it. So the chicken I ate was only $3.55 or something like that.
God damn it, Joe! Get the Costco membership, and they're so good.
I'm not going to buy a Costco membership just so I can get some fucking rotisserie chicken when I can get rotisserie chicken easier. It's
Well, you
not
can get other
actually
stuff.
cheaper if I have to buy a Costco membership. You realize that,
You can
right?
Yeah, but you can get other stuff. You can get yogurt. You can
I
get-
have. Yeah, I don't need to
Pretzels.
buy things in bulk. I can't eat pretzels right now. That's nothing but salt and carbs, bro.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Thanks for that.
Well, listen,
Thanks.
with the-
You can
yeah,
eat that
my-
thing that you can't eat right now.
my point in general is with the rotisserie chicken, though, you can make fucking tacos. You can make fucking
Right.
shredded chicken soup. You can make... Rotisserie chicken's the best chicken, man. It's done. It's done for you. It's seasoned.
I mean,
you can throw that shit in anything.
I agree, but also disagree because I can make better chicken myself. Rotisserie chicken's good. Don't get me wrong. I fucking love a rotisserie chicken. But, like, I just fucking season shit and make sure it's marinating all the time.
The hot dogs
I've got-
and the rotisserie chicken at Costco are the
hot
last
dogs are great.
line of defense against inflation. They're standing alone on the wall, waiting for this to end, holding back the apocalypse.
I will say this about Costco. They're doing a lot. I think we've talked about the apartments, right?
What apartments?
Costco's like new building ideas involve apartments that you live on top of Costco. And as part
Yes!
of being as part of living in a Costco apartment, you get a Costco membership. So, like, yeah, it's kind of selling out, but they're also using their big buildings for housing, which we desperately need. So it's not a bad thing.
Is Costco
fact,
going to have to bail us out? Is that what it's
They're
coming
already doing it with hot dogs.
to?
You just had a whole speech about it.
I know. Oh, God.
I was
We're gonna
talking to
have
my
to rely
friends who works at
corporations.
Amazon, right? They work at Amazon in Seattle.
Oh, God. Where do they work at Amazon? Okay, in Seattle. They
In
work
Seattle,
at
yeah.
the
So they have to
headquarters?
go in there like 3 days a week, but they can work from 2 or 3 days a week, I think. And but they can work from home on the other days. And I was just like, if you can do your whole job from home, why do you have to go in? And they were like, I don't know. I'm like, it's because they paid for a big ass building and they need an excuse to have it still. And
I
I'm
guess,
like,
yeah.
maybe they should just have their people work from home, have a smaller building, and they can rent out all the other fucking rooms. They could turn that whole
You
place
know?
into living. Because it's not like there's a homelessness problem in Seattle or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Not like that's happening at all.
Literally went there and fucking saw tent cities and all this other shit when I was out there. Just
Yeah. It's bad.
Yeah.
And Amazon could probably do something about it. Man, we cannot rely on the goodness of the heart
No,
of
we
Jeff
can't.
Bezos
No,
to solve these problems. That's insane.
I'm not, but I'm looking at what we already have and
No,
trying to find
I know,
a
right?
solution. You know, that's the
You know,
answer.
it's-
The answer
yeah.
isn't always to make something new. It's like, what do we have and what are we using it for?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Does your friend know my father-in-law? He works for Amazon.
that's
He does.
that's such a
Ask
big
him.
fucking like. I work for Amazon. Cool. Cool.
I mean, he works like in Seattle in the building with the plants in it or whatever.
I mean,
It's
it
like,
depends on what
have
they
you seen
do.
that building? That
Yeah,
building's
of course.
crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, my friend.
It looks like testicles.
My friend. They work in like kind of a community department. They try to make all the Amazon delivery franchises have a community together, essentially. Well, they did that. They've switched departments around a few times because they're like, I hate Amazon sometimes, and I just want to do something different. But Amazon just has a shit ton of different departments. It's like, oh, you don't like it here?
Just move somewhere else.
Try the video production department. Oh, okay, that seems fun.
Did you see that Amazon was giving people like virtual pets to incentivize their work?
Neopets?
Yeah, like they have a screen with like a little pet. Like a digital cat, and they're like, "Hey, you packed 100 things today. Your pet gets a little bow." It's fucking dystopian. I don't know.
No, that's gamer. That's the most gamer thing
I know.
I've heard.
I know, but it's like a Black Mirror episode, dude. It's so bad. You know, I don't know. I wanted to. I don't know what else I got. Have you know
what else you got?
No.
Are you good?
Have you heard of have you heard about the Dave Matthews Band incident? You like Dave Matthews Band, right?
Yeah, I like Dave Matthews.
This is something that crossed my mind that I thought that you would probably enjoy. So
okay.
So
okay?
Dave Matthews Band. Oh, this was a while ago. It was in the 2000s. Dave Matthews Band was touring. They were in Chicago, right? They were in Chicago, and their tour bus needed to unload their septic tank.
Okay.
So the guy,
what the people come for, Dave Matthews.
The guy illegally. I can't believe you've never heard of this. This is like one of my favorite moments in history. Like. Okay. It's up there with the Gettysburg Address. It's so good.
Dave Matthews septic tank incident. Go on. I am ready.
So the tour bus guy, the driver, has to unload it somewhere. Obviously, there are only certain places where you can legally unload a bunch of shit from your bus. But he just does it on a bridge. He does it on a bridge into a river. This river... At the same time that they're unloading the poop, dumping it into the river, a boat giving a tour of the architecture of the bridges of Chicago is going under the bridge. And Dave Matthews' poop just lands on these people who are like out looking at bridges. 2/3 of the people that were on the boat were covered in Dave Matthews' shit. They had to go to the hospital and be tested for, I don't know, poop-related diseases. They were all fine, but the Dave Matthews Band had to, like, apologize for defending their tour bus driver initially. They had to donate, like, a ton of money to, like, environmental causes and, like, the Friends of the Bridges of Chicago. And all these people have to, like, just imagine... That seems traumatic. That would be traumatic to like just have a bunch of poop fall on.
You're having a nice day, taking a bridge tour on a boat, and just
I can't believe you've never heard of that. That's like sometimes that pops into my head.
I forget what movie it is, but you've seen the clip about the guy who's like, you should shove pennies up your ass and then spend them. Because that's how I am confident, because everybody now handles my shit pennies.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yes.
That fucking...
yes. Yeah, I mean, you never know where the money's been. Maybe in an ass.
Several mouths. Several mouths.
You know what else, Joe? Here's
what
something
else,
that you
Eric?
can
Jesus fucking Christ, what else?
Argue me on. I was talking to Kevin and Rob the other day.
Friend of us, not channel.
And I was saying that I think that Finding Nemo is like the best adventure movie of all time.
The best adventure movie.
I think that if you take the story beats and the pacing of Finding Nemo and put it up against any other like adventure movie, like Indiana Jones, Big Trouble in Little China, any of that stuff, Finding Nemo
Fellowship
wins.
of the Ring.
It is the best.
Fellowship of the Ring.
I'm sorry, but first off, you think that Fellowship of the Ring is better?
Do you not?
Than Finding Nemo? No. Fellowship of the Ring is okay. Listen, here's the thing about Lord of the Rings, right? Lord of the Rings is excellent, but it needs to be paced the way that it's paced. It is not. It is not ideal for a film.
You said
to be
what
paced
is the
that way.
better adventure movie? How dare you? How dare you?
Finding Nemo is the greatest adventure movie of all time.
No,
I
it's
will
not.
die on that hill.
It is absolutely not. There are so many better ones too. Besides that,
but understand my point.
Indiana
about Lord of the
Jones
Rings.
Is better. Any of the Indiana Jones is better.
It's not that Finding Nemo is a better movie than the Lord of the Rings trilogy. It's that as far as like the
Goonies.
pacing and Finding Nemo blows that out of the water, dude.
No, it doesn't. You're so wrong.
What? Because the Goonies have a funny friend that goes beep 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 beep.
No, because it's paced very well. There's never a boring beat in the Goonies. Even in the slow moments, it's good.
I don't know. I think there are some slow moments in the Goonies, like when
The
they go
Princess
to that house.
Bride, bro.
When they find Sloth.
The Princess Bride, bro. Yeah, you got nothing.
I gotta think about that one. I gotta
You
think
got
about that
nothing.
one.
You
I gotta think about that one. Hold on.
Fucker.
Hold on.
God damn, how dare you come into this house that we built together and try to ruin with your bullshit. All the time he tries to ruin it with his bullshit. This motherfucker. God damn.
Princess Bride is pretty fucking good.
It's really good. It's way better. Way better.
Maybe I could do without whatever Savage is at the beginning of it, being told the story.
The first Pirates of the Caribbean is
I think that Finding Nemo is
better.
I think that Finding Nemo is better paced than Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh my God.
I do. Listen, Pirates of the Caribbean is an excellent movie, and he does say that thing where he's like, "You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Swan, because you're in
so
one."
Good.
And
Parlay.
that moment changed my life as a kid. I saw that in theaters, and he said that, and I was like, "Holy fuck, she is!" No, Finding Nemo is better paced than that. The characters in Finding Nemo are also very well fleshed out for the time that they spend with them.
There's only 3. There's only 3 real characters.
There's all sorts of the thing about like an adventure movie like that is the way that it needs to work is you need to have a bunch of stops along the way where you meet people and get sent on to your next destination. And the people that they meet along the way are really cool and interesting. Bruce and the other sharks, Crush, even the little school of fish.
Yeah.
The Nigel, the pelican. I've seen Finding Nemo a lot of times.
Maybe you're just biased because you've seen it so many times.
I've seen The Princess Bride many times.
And that's why it's better.
It's got Engelbert Humperdinck in it.
I'm not. By the way, I'm not shitting on Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo is amazing.
I know. That's what I mean.
It's awesome.
And that's what I mean about like it's not like it's a because I think that Lord of the Rings movies are better than Finding Nemo. Well, absolutely. I think really Return of the King is better than Finding Nemo.
Yo, dude, no, actually, I talked to my friend the other day. Hold on. See, this is a complete sidebar. This is a complete sidebar. They need to talk about this. I'm so sorry. I literally talked to my friend about fucking Lord of the Rings movies, and I'm like, I think the best one's Return because fucking Return is so much, is so fucking great. He thinks the best one is Fellowship, and I'm like, really? Fellowship? And he was just like, I just like it when they're all together doing things. In Return, there's just too many different places you gotta go. And I wanted to strangle him. I'm like, that's wild to me, bro. That's a wild thing to say. Oh.
The dynamic between the Fellowship is nice, but I think that Return of the King is an all-around better movie. So my point is, I think that Return of the King is a better movie. Do I enjoy watching Finding Nemo more? Yeah, I feel like I do. I ranked Finding Nemo higher for the year 2003 recently because I like watching that movie more. But I do think I would agree with you. Return of the King is absolutely the best one. Fellowship is probably the worst. I mean, not like it's bad.
Of the Lord of the Rings, any of the Hobbits are the worst for me.
Well, I wasn't counting those, but yes, those are the worst. I wasn't counting those.
You know what was a good adventure movie? Coco.
Yeah,
I liked Coco. Coco doesn't get enough respect, I feel.
Coco is one of the best animated movies of all time.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I think the focus of that is a little less adventure, a little more drama. Little more family. Literally
went to family is great. I love family. Family is a trope. Found family is a better trope, in my opinion. I'm trying to just think of a good adventure movie that I'm like, I don't know about best. Spirited Away.
No, listen. Spirited Away is probably the best animated movie of all time. But you want to compare the pacing of Spirited Away to Finding Nemo? What I'm saying is like Finding Nemo is so.
I understand what you say by pacing. I get it, but pacing does not mean slow down moments are bad.
No, I just mean like it is impressive to me like how tight Finding Nemo is and how much it works. Spirited Away is a slow movie. It's a lot about just like taking in the things that are on screen, what you're seeing. So no, that movie is slow as heck, but I love it for it. You just have to, I mean, that's an entirely different experience. And I feel like, I don't know if I would count that as much of an adventure movie because it's mostly one setting. She's in the bathhouse. She goes,
the whole world is a different place, but adventure, I guess adventure is such a vague thing too, to be completely honest.
Yeah,
with
it's
you.
true. It's true.
There's like an adventure movie, and then there's like a journey movie, and I feel like Nemo is a journey quest movie. Quest is implied in
That's
there.
true.
Where they go from point A to point B and have all this other fucking steps in between. Like Balto. Balto is a journey movie.
Because he's got a goal and he's got to get there. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It is like a journey.
Balto was my one of my childhood movies that I had on VHS that I would watch more than once. And I don't know why. I think it's just because I had it.
Yeah.
I had
that's
the
sort of yes.
That's the answer, right?
The tapes that you own are the ones that you gravitate toward as a kid,
that,
for sure.
And the Goofy movie. And I do not... The Goofy movie is still fucking good to this day. Goofy movie's an adventure movie. That's an adventure.
Yes.
Goofy movie's better than Finding Nemo. I will gladly say that any day of the week. Yes. Absolutely.
Disagree.
You're wrong.
But the Goofy movie is good.
I'm myself a notion.
I think that really The Princess Bride... I'm gonna have to watch Finding Nemo and The Princess Bride side by side, like on two TVs.
That's weird.
And then I'll get back to you.
Don't do that. I don't recommend doing that.
All right, well that's our show, everybody.
Oh yeah, it is a show, isn't it? Well, everybody, thank you for spending some of your time with us. Should I do it? Am I the monkey who has to dance?
Oh, are you gonna for the anniversary? You gonna say it like a Scooby-Doo villain?
Do a side by side.
Gary Cahuenga
got some man.
Is that Prince?
Associate of Prince? There you go.
That's another picture of a man. It does make me laugh still.
People. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
I'm not. But those are our precious minutes and times.
Fix my hair. I gotta go to the men's salon and get this fucking all chopped off.
The men's salon? You don't go to a barber?
Mm-hmm. The barbers laugh me out of the place. When I go to a barber shop and I'm like, can you do something with this? They're like, no, we can't. Go to a salon.
Damn. Yeah, I guess I've never had the curly hair issue. I know that, curly hair is a big thing. when it comes to going to salons and barbers and stuff like that. I should have remembered that. I've had beautiful straight Asian hair, as you can see. It doesn't.
Yeah, a lot of the barbers are like just doing like chop off fades and stuff. So like,
I usually get a. I need to get another fade
leave.
because I save the sides into a fade, but
nice.
they're getting kind of long. Also, probably a reason for the headband right now, but you know, this thing the headband rides up. I don't like that part.
All right, let's do this.
Yeah,
I'm counting down.
No, we were recording. That was the
What?
start. That was the start of the episode.
No, we're not. I know. Hold on. Wait.
Nope, that was it. Okay. I'll follow your lead. This is a bit that's going to be put on the end of the video, everybody.
What?